Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally, an art textiles teacher and artist. In today's video I've got some beautiful golden organza fabric and I'd really like to do a 4-inch grid with an arrow pattern. So shall we get straight into the video? I've been working on this organza fabric, this beautiful organza fabric. It's kind of like a golden sort of material, which is really beautiful. I have been using my quilter's ruler and also friction pen works well on this. It actually holds on to the fabric, so I recommend that. And I have used 4-inch grids. I was really particularly pleased with a lilac organza. If you can hear Layla, that's Layla there. Yeah, the lilac organza arrow pattern that I did for a YouTube video a while back. Really happy with that one. That one was a 3-inch grid. So I thought, oh, let's try slightly larger. So, and I have gone on the bias again because I'm realizing, so I've started from the top corner up there and worked down, realizing that I think I prefer the Canadian smocking on the bias, just because you can get that nice flow, that nice curl to the fabric, that natural curl to the fabric, and I'm really liking that. So I've managed to get the grid all over as far as I can, down over here and right over here in that corner, up there, that's at the top, and then right over here. I am going to start sewing right over here on this left hand side. So I'll do these first two, then carry on column by column all the way across. So I'm going to use my upholstery thread and I'll just show you how to do the first stitch. I'm going to do the arrow pattern again, so I tell you what, let me just draw that out for you first. So this is the arrow pattern. This was actually one that I did before on a 1.5-inch grid. That's how it comes out for that size. And this is the actual pattern that we need to draw out. So I've started over here, and because I've only got one square there and there hasn't been enough to put another square in, I've just done the start of the arrow pattern. So it's the pattern, a space, and then the pattern, and then a space. Then you rock up higher up here, and I'm just going to do half of the arrow, space, arrow, and then coming all the way down. And Layla's just slipping all over the organza fabric, aren't you? Hello. Hello. I'm not sure, I might have been filming in a time lapse there. So I've actually done the first column. So what I did was I sewed the first diagonal here because it's only half of the arrow, because otherwise it would have gone off the bit of the fabric there. So I'm just going to do the first half, then there's a gap, and we'll do the next arrow. So as I said, this is only half of the arrow here, so we're just going to draw in the fabric there. And to hold it, you're just going to put a knot. And what I always do is I just take my needle through that loop to begin with, and then I pop another little knot in, like so. So then I'm going to jump down to the next arrow. So there's a space. So all we're going to do is we're just going to take the thread over to this top right. And I don't want this thread here to gather in, so we're just going to leave that slack. And as ever, I always put another little stitch in just to hold that, and then we go down to the middle of the arrow, small stitch, and then up to the left. Pull the fabrics in. And then I would just go to this next one here. So off I go. So this is the final version of the 4-inch arrow pattern. So this is on obviously your organza fabric, which I think is just stunning. Does it hold the arrow as tightly as it could there? Not quite, no, but it gives a different effect, doesn't it? So that's what I'm always looking for, to explore and see what works and what doesn't. And then that is the back. The back is just stunning as well, isn't it? So look at the depth going on there. Absolutely gorgeous. So again, you could explore with experimenting with different thicknesses of threads and also metallic threads, different coloured threads, because the back is just stunning too. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, don't forget to give the video a like, write a comment and share the channel with friends and family, and I'll see you in the very next video. Take care. Bye.